approximate time this training run might be over, probably an hour and a half, depending on how well we do. If we do quite shit, then it might obviously take a bit longer, but don't you worry about that. We can wipe a million times as long as you guys get the information, all right? That matters more to me here. By the way, who in here is colorblind? If you are colorblind, give me a plus in the chat, because they're obviously blue, red, and green here. Okay, no one's colorblind. Although I do think that the game should have a colorblind option. But yeah, let's begin. All right, blue. Blue Guardian. What's so special about blue? Boon Strip is really good against Blue Guardian because it has, as you can see, protection on it. So if you quickness, the Chrono Monster can use Sword 1 auto attacks to remove that. Malik Stance from Renegade can remove that Boon Strip. It just makes life easier. Blue Guardian mechanics. Blue spawns a green AoE. It needs at least 4 people to stand on it. Otherwise, you guys get blasted. It's a raid wipe thing. Thankfully, we don't always have to stand on green since we have the heals. And generally, you would overheal that damage in a crack that we're going to go to once we enter the arena. Okay, so with blue, stand on the greens. Boon Strip is really good against it. Keep in mind that this entire boss is focused on toughness aggro. So it is not a boss that is a proximity range, meaning if you stand on top of the hitbox, it will hit you. It doesn't work like that. It will always focus the highest toughness player. So unlike the Kadim boss and stuff like that, they would focus differently. Okay. Another thing about blue, there are going to be teleporting blue circles that spawn every 9 seconds, and you want to dodge those. This is not necessarily a Blue Guardian mechanic, but it's going to happen consistently throughout the boss fight. There are going to be little small blue circles, and you want to dodge those. Those can be blocked and evaded as well. So if you have a shield user, you can block it. It will port you. A little brief explanation on how it looks. It will make a weird sound that goes kind of electric, like brrr, psh, and it will last for 2 seconds. If you stand on top of the thing, you're going to get ported away from the boss, and in later phases, that's really bad. So you don't want to get ported by those. That's probably the most important mechanic. I will call it out once we are actually fighting the boss. So you're going to see it. It's a small circle on the ground. You want to dodge it, block it, or evade it. Evasion is usually the best way to avoid that, right? So these are the main 2 mechanics you need to know. CC bar. The CC bar with these blue guardians will happen at the end when it drops to 0% HP. You need to CC it to kill it. So make sure, warrior, you got your maces rolling in, you have headbutt, you have your CC ready because CC is going to be crucial in this boss fight. Yep, perfect. That's good to know. Fantastic, Valerinus. Is that how I said your name is? Valley.
Yeah, you can call me Valley.
Valley. Gotcha. So we'll start with the Seekers now for Red Guardian. So the Blue Guardian mechanic, very simple, right? Stand on top of the green. You need 4 players on top of the green. It's like very easy to see. It's huge. 4 players need to stand on it. Otherwise, people will just receive a lot of damage. Red Guardian will spawn red orbs that will kind of go across the map and get closer to you as the players. Druid, I think he would already know because he told me he has experience. Druid would obviously knock that shit back. You don't want to be standing in them. Knockbacks are huge. If you want to help the Druid with our kind of knockbacks, feel free. Knockbacks are really, really good against those. You don't never want to be standing on them as much. So that's a crucial mechanic because if we are not going to be DPSing fast, the phase is going to last longer. So the chances are these red seekers are just going to keep coming. We're going to keep knocking them back. So don't you worry. We got this handled. So this first phase is going to last until the boss is 66% HP. And after 66%, phase 1 will begin, right? And then after that point, we're going to explain once we clear blue, green, and red right now. So I'm going to go ahead and ready check. So once we enter the arena, I'll explain the floor tiles and everything. So we're going to first do blue, and I'm going to call out the mechanics that you need to watch out for. Make sure you got your food, everything good to go, and then we shall begin. Remember, Boon Strip is really good here because it has protection. So if you do have any kind of Boon Strip, you can just take that off. Chrono Monster, Sword Attack 1. Even me as a Renegade, I can Boon Strip it with my Malik Stance. So whenever you are ready, Let's go. I'll go ahead and pulse Alacrene in the beginning here. You see that green over there? That is one of the greens. We don't have to stand on it for now because we can just overheal it. But that is generally the green we're going to be standing on later in the phase. See, it's right there on the right. This is just so you guys can see it very well. I'm going to more so focus on mechanics rather than my rotation right now. So I'm going to be looking at you guys the most. Let's get these reses. Nice, clean clear. Now here's the green. You're gonna notice he's gonna drop little portal. You see that little electric thing, and it goes booms like electric sound. Very easy to notice. Might be hard to notice when you're actually in the boss fight. And it goes brrr, exactly. Yeah, see that? Dodge that. Your screen kind of turns golden, and when it turns golden, you know that's an easy indicator that you're literally standing on top of it. See that? Dodge that. There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. You guys already got it. You guys are beasting out. See that? And the CC bar shows up. We immediately CC'd. Great job, everyone. Damn. Alright, next up, you see these red seekers right here? This is the thing that the druid can actually knock it like he did just now. See that? He can knock these away.
Yeah, that was not me.
Whoever did it, great job. He already got it down. See, here's the thing. So right there, that's actually really good that that happened, so we can explain. You can actually pull it in. So if you have any kind of pulls, be careful with this, because you can pull the red seekers in like what's happening right now. So with pulls, be careful. If you're Guardian with Great Sword 5, you can actually accidentally pull these in, and you don't want that. There you go. Pull them away. Let's get as much damage in. Now this red boss is affected by conditional damage. As you can see, your damage numbers will obviously look very low here if you're power, because these are going to be Condi focused once we hit the arena. Just watch out for pulling it in, guys. Make sure we always just push them back. I'm pulsing Alacrity for everyone. Nice knockbacks. And now we CC bar, boom, instant CC. Look at that. Alright, so as you guys can saw, this was like a mini tutorial so you guys see some of the mechanics. And as you already know, these mechanics are very obvious and very, very clear. Let me double check. Because Roger said he can heal Firebrand. Aurora, you are Condi, yeah? And Lars is Condi. Yeah, Roger. If you don't mind, can you go? Let me just make sure. I don't think we have a heal Firebrand in subgroup 3. Okay.
I mean, I don't mind solo healing, but that'll be really hard in a training run.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll get it rolling. He can go heal Firebrand. He's on it already. Excellent. Fantastic. Alright, everyone. Get ready for some deep explanations. Grab your tea, because this might be a little while here. It might not take so long to explain. I think you guys already got some of the basics down already based on the pre-bosses. But the special thing about this one is the floors. Yes, the floors are probably the most important one. One thing you guys have to know is where my arrow is. This is going to be the main area where we're going to be fighting and pulling the Veiled Guardian. It is going to focus on the highest toughness player. And the reason we're going to pull him here is because eventually there's going to be a phase where where I'm standing, this one lights up. What do we do about the green circles? So what we do about the green circles is we can just stand here and overheal it. The green circle will spawn randomly around the map. It can be literally anywhere in the beginning. But when the next phase hits, it's only going to be around the blue guardian, which spawns here, which I'll get to in a moment. But first, let me just explain a quick thing with the greens since you pulled it up. Spawns anywhere. Okay, TLDR version, spawns everywhere. Next phase, it will only spawn on this side of the tile. You see these little cracks right here? These little cracks, this represents blue side, which will be obviously the thing we're going to be avoiding when the floor turns blue. So the reason we go here is because where I'm standing, it's going to light up blue, and then here, it's going to light up red. So the tank is going to be alternating between these two positions in the next phase. So this doesn't happen when we pull the boss right now. This happens after 66% of the Veiled Guardian health. Keep in mind that if you go on options, you can actually choose to make percentages of health show up on the enemy health bar. It is under Guild Wars 2 settings if you ever want to feel free to check that out. Like it just makes you know when the next phase is going to happen and you can react faster. So once 66% phase hits, power users are going to go here. So if you're a power user, you will be walking here after 66% of Veil Guardian's health. Condition users are going to walk on let me make that heart. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Nice little red heart. Goodness, I forgot all my keybinds. How do I remove this? There we go. Okay, heart is red. Condi users are going to go here. Now you're probably wondering, what about green? Right? The thing about green is we're going to have one person. Basically, we're all going to go here, and the one person is going to hit green to aggro it, and then he's going to pull red and green here. And then we're going to cleave them together. So if you're a warrior, obviously, you have Axe 5. You can just Axe 5, hit them both. Cleave damage is really, really good at any kind of cleave damage. Guardians, Great Sword 2, multiple things. Obviously, just big cleaves. So that's for the tiles once we hit 66%. Now, obviously, when we fight here, there's going to be green portals under your feet. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be like a little tight area we're going to be fighting here. And the tank will be standing exactly where I am right now. And the Veil Guardian's back will be here. And actually, you can see like an arrow pointing in the direction the Veil Guardian is facing. So you can easily, like, if you have flank damage, Rune of the Thief, whatever you're using, you want to stand behind the boss at all times if you can. This will make it so that you make use of your any kind of backstabs you have, Rune of the Thief, etc., etc. Eventually, after every few seconds, you're going to have to dodge. It's going to make that little sound I made. Right? That electric sound, you don't want to be in that. You're going to get ported across the map. They're going to get ported anywhere where my arrow is right now. You can be ported here. You can be ported here. Sometimes like further back. You don't want to be ported all the way back. You have to walk all this way. And the reason you don't want to be ported back all the way here is because you can be killed by red seekers. You can be killed by the green big boom AoE thing that we explained earlier, which causes a lot of damage. You won't be healed on arrow. So make sure we all stack. The druid's going to give us big heals. Big heals. And I got you, Handless. Thank you for the whisper. I'm going to let you know real quick. I'm not going to do that right now. Move the Chrono to first party, and let's move...
Yeah, and a Firebrand to the third, I guess.
Firebrand, move him down. Yeah, sure thing. Okay.
5 Guardian second party, that's huge. Oh my
Yep,
God.
look at that, dude. We're making the new meta. Alright, so... Basically, you don't want to stand on the green, rather the red and blue at after 66%. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to pull the boss here, the tank will tank here. That's at 66%. Now from 66 to 33% of Veil Guardian's health, there's going to be more Red Seeker Orbs. So there's going to be multiple knockbacks on those. More of them are going to spawn. You want to knock those back. And then we should be all good just stacking on top of each other and avoiding the portals. Eventually, there's going to be a CC phase. So warriors, get your headbutts in, get your mace 5s in. You're going to be headbutting the hell out of Veil Guardian here in this corner. You'll obviously see it, and I'll explain this very quickly. You know when to CC when the locked CC bar becomes gray. So if you guys left click on Veil Guardian right now, the CC bar is, I'm going to explain this in case people don't know. In this game, it's called Defiance Bar. You can see that it's caged and locked with like a shield. This means the Veil Guardian cannot receive CC at all. So whenever you see that thing light up gray, and it's not like cagey and without the shield, that means you have the ability to CC it now. The CC will take effect. So that we call a CC phase, right? A very simple mechanic that applies to all raid bosses. So keep this in mind. Pretty crucial if you play warrior, if you play like a CC based, you have like a lot of CC. Thief, also like in Samurag and a different boss, CC comes in big time there. So that's the one thing you want to keep in mind with CC phases. Now, what happens after 33% of the boss? The same thing. We move here, blue guardian shows up, green shows up here, and then we pull the green towards blue. We cleave them right there. Hit them both. The conditional damage players will go to heart and kill that. Now, the most important thing, guys, is that you walk on the right floor. If you end up walking here, you're going to receive an attunement above your head, and it's very easy to see. It's going to be the color red or blue, depending on where you're standing. You want to always stand here if you're power, and you want to receive the blue attunement. If you have blue attunement and you stand on the red, you are going to take damage. It's going to suck. You're going to eat shit. It's not going to be fun. You don't want that. So make sure we stand on the right floor. And after we kill the boss, we can actually help the reds. Now you're probably thinking, wait, but you just said if you get blue attunement, you can walk on red. Only if you finish killing the blue guardian, then you can walk on the red just fine and not receive red floor damage. So make sure we kill it first. And when we are here, guys, these green orbs, rather the green big AoEs are going to spawn. So what we're going to do is we have to stand on them. In this mechanic, only 3 players need to stand on it instead of 4. But let's just, since it's so close anyway, we can just stack on top of it and cleave both the bosses anyway. This mechanic is very impossible to fail. Just stand on it. Now, you're probably thinking, why do we stand on it here? But we don't stand on it when we're stacking here. We're here, obviously, we're just overhealing it. And the green AoE spawns very close to us here, so it won't matter too much. Now, why do we stand on it? Because the guys who are doing Condi, they're going to get blasted. They're not going to get heals. They're just 2 conditional damages. How are they going to get any kind of sustain? So what we're doing is we're preventing the Condi dudes from just getting wiped, basically, and we don't want that. So the Condi's job, it's only going to be 2 of them. So they're gonna obviously the boss won't go down as fast compared to the blue one. That's why when we finish blue and green, we go and help the red dudes as fast as we can. And then finally we all regroup, and eventually there's going to be a point where we move on arrow. Because now the floors are going to be different. Instead of 1 floor each time, now it's going to be 2 floors. So let me explain the floors real quick. I'm going to remove my markers just to explain the floors, right? First floors, okay? The first time the floors happen at 66%. It's going to first go like this. 1, 2, 3, okay? So it starts at green, then it goes to blue, then it goes to red, then it goes back to arrow, back to circle. It goes in a rotating manner. That's why when we're standing here, when blue lights up, okay, when blue circle lights up, the tank will just go, okay, I'll just move here. And now we hit the boss here. And this floor is lit up here. So this floor right here that we're standing on, we won't be standing on it, so we won't receive any damage, right? But on the next time this happens, which is at 33%, this floor and this floor, right? These 2 floors are going to be lit up instead of just that. So what we're going to do, I want you guys to follow my heart, okay? Follow my heart. We're going to have my heart right here. This is where we're going to be cleaving. Banner warriors. You see where my square is, banners? If you're a banner warrior, you drop that thing in the middle. Why? Because follow the heart. We're going to be going in a rotating manner like this, right? And when you drop the banners in the middle, it's going to take effect upon all the areas that we walk to. If you put the banners here, when we're standing here, it's only going to be affecting this area. If you put it in the middle, it's going to affect all this area. Because we're going to be going in a circular motion. Put the banners in the middle. That's the way to do it if you're a banner warrior. Right? So let me put the circle back here. With the heart, we'll stand here. Once this floor goes away, we start walking like this. Okay? Then we stand here. We do damage, do damage, do damage. The floors are going to go like 2, 2, 2, right? So it starts like arrow and circle. Then circle. Let me put the square as banner just to not confuse people. Here, we'll do it like this, right? Heart is where we are stacking, right? Heart is our stack. Start here. Move, 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 move. Stand here. Move, 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 move. Stand here. Move, 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 move. You see, we stand on the cracks so we can instantly move to the next floor, right? So that's going to be the tank's job. You'll know what's up. So we'll keep this in mind, guys. 2 floors. It's going to be a pain. Maybe if you are, the first timer on this raid, which no one said they're first timing, so they know some of the mechanics or have not done it after a while. But these mechanics are quite simple to grasp, hopefully. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, or any doubts, something I have not finished explaining, you let me know now. I'll give you 5 seconds or so to give me anything you want to ask while I set up the markers here.
You can actually jump over the blue circles, but do not try this at home.
Do not
It's
try this at home.
Really, really hard to do, but you can.
Are you talking about when we're stacking here and the green circles spawn?
Not the green, the blue ones, the teleporting ones.
Ah,
You
yeah,
can just
yeah.
jump over them. That's
Yeah,
really hard, and they still do damage, but that's possible.
yeah, so always try to evade them. It's the safest thing to do, usually. You just don't want to get ported. If you want the heals, make sure you dodge them. I also know that it can be blocked if you have like
Yes, it is.
shield or whatever, so you can just do that as well. So it is up to you. Evasion, best form of strat. I'm going to go ahead and mark everything for you guys. Heart for red, arrow for blue, circle, circle. I'm not good with score markers right now. Arrow, heart. I just wish heart was control too. There we go. Just like that. Arrow is blue, red is heart, circle is green. Okay? The square is where your banners drop at 33% when we do that crazy 2 platform splitting. Okay?
Yep.
So that's a really good thing because your banners are insane. And listen, I'm a crazy warrior player, so I'll be looking at you sharp. All right, I'm looking at you, so I want to see the moves. All right. So remember, guys, TLDR, CC phases. Don't forget about them. I'm gonna call them out. I might not do my rotation perfectly because I'm going to be looking at you guys more than my rotation, but I will be pulsing Alacrene for you guys so you guys have lower cooldown reduction so you can mash the shit out of the boss. Shouldn't be a problem, hopefully, and I think we have pretty much explained everything we have to explain. And last thing, I guess, is there are speedy boost shrooms that you can take if you wish. After we kill Blue Guardian, we can take the speed boost shroom that I have marked right there, and we can move over to help the red dudes just to get there a bit faster. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and ready check. Before we ready check, any more other questions, you let me know.
Yeah, just one last one. That
Go ahead.
Now. Once we're doing the bait for the Green Guardian, once we're in this part here, when we have to cleave the 2 guardians, who's going to be in charge of baiting them?
That is
the only
me.
thing that I missed.
The druid.
The druid
okay.
shall be doing that,
Usually.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so warriors are just banners and cleaving. Okay.
Yep.
Exactly. And of course the CC, which is a crucial part as Banner Warrior. Because, oh yeah, I forgot to explain this part for you actually, specifically. Whenever you equip your maces and you have Sigil of Severance as the sigil, your headbutt is going to break the break bar even further than normal. So every time you headbutt, make sure your maces are equipped. They will heavily CC it. If you have your axes equipped and then you headbutt, the CC break bar will not damage it as much. So just swap the maces, mace 3, mace 5 headbutt, or mace 5 headbutt. Yeah, perfect. You got it.
Those are the runes.
Yes, Sigil of Paralyzation, that's it. 30% stun duration basically would apply on the CC break bar with headbutt. It slays. It is a heavy CC, so yep, fantastic. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and ready check. And the first person will be aggroing, and then he's going to pull the boss to here. So let's do it. We will just wait on Lucas. Remember, guys, big damages, big CCs, big knockbacks. Let's do it. Okay, make sure we all stand here. He's going to pull them. You see those portals? Make sure we avoid them. I'm going to go ahead and pulse Alacrene. Stand in the back. Make sure to remember to dodge when those green portals show up. Your screen will light up. He's knocking back the orbs, as you guys can see. And now we just overheal. See the damage we took right there? That's from the green orb that I was talking about. And we just overheal it. Because we have a god tier druid. Dodge. Beautiful. I like what I'm seeing. Good knockback. Go ahead and pulse Alacrene. Dodge. It might be hard to see for you guys, but just look closely and pay attention to your border of the screen. Dodge that. Nice. Now, we split phase. Everyone move to your locations. Blue guys here. Condi guys at heart. Now you're going to see above your head, you're going to receive a blue attunement. And now, we're pulling also the green one. So, stand on green here. This one we stand on. Dodge this as well. Be careful. Excellent. Now we CC blue. Nice. So whenever we drop the health bar of this, dodge this, be careful. Whenever we drop the health bar to 1%, we are able to CC it. So big CC, big CC, big CC. Nice. Look at that. That was beautiful. Now we move back to help red. We help red as fast as we can here. Get rid of it. Go ahead and pulsing Alacrity. Kill red as fast as we can, and then we move back exactly to our locations. Now we CC red as much as we can. Nice. Back to location, back to location. And the boss will come over here. Now, as you can see, the floors are beginning to light up. So the next one is going to be on the right side of us. So it's a blue one. CC, CC, CC. As you can see, the break bar just became gray. I'm down here, but nice CC. Now pay attention to the floor, and then the tank will move when the time is ready to move. Once that blue finishes, make sure to dodge the ports. Like what I'm seeing. Now see what the tank is doing, guys. Now he's moving it here. So make sure you're standing on the right floor now. Dodge. Go ahead. It's okay if you get ported. Don't worry about it. We make mistakes. We learn from those mistakes. Dodge that. Great knockbacks. We're dropping it to 33%, guys. We're almost finished with this phase here. Okay, now it's moving back. Get ready to move into your positions. Okay, after we kill this, we have to move towards where my arrow is right now. And we just follow the tank. Very good. I'm liking that we're all standing there. See, now with the greens here, we cleaved it, but since our damage is POG, we don't have too much cleave. Now we CC green. I like it. Okay, let's get ready to move to the last phase. And kill this quickly. I'll pulse a lock for you guys right now. Now we CC red. I like it. Now move with your tank, guys. Move with your tank right here. He's out. Now watch him. I'm going to mark him for you guys so you guys can see his movement. I marked the wrong one.
It's not a tank. That's my spirit.
Follow our tank. Put it right on top of arrow. See, now he's moving here. And the other two floors are lit up. We keep this up. See, the tank is pretty much the most one of the most important roles on Veiled Guardian for this exact reason. We can res as much as we can here. I got you. We keep moving. We keep moving. Stand. We don't have to necessarily stand on it, but since it's already here, we might as well. CC, CC, CC. I like that CC, guys. Big. Dodge that. Move with the tank. Big damage in, guys. Big damage. I'm going to go ahead and stand on the green with you. It's fine. We can just overheal it. Okay, move with the tank, guys. Great tanking, my friend. Great tanking. We'll keep at it. We almost got it, boys. Big damage in. Pulsing Alacrity. CC, CC, CC. And there we go. Fantastic job, everyone. One little remark on the Banner Warrior. Nice job. I would have put your banners a bit more in the center. I noticed one of your banners was here at the last part here, but don't worry about that. Usually you just want it in the middle. Now you know why you put it in the middle, just because you see the tank's placement there is constantly moving around, so the banners would affect everyone in AoE. This went very, very well, actually. Just to let you guys know how well you did. Rosie Stone, you are the highest damage. Congratulations. Lars Olsen, you are the second highest damage. And then Valerie, you are the third highest damage on your Berserker. Lucas, yeah, dude, you actually popped off, man. Like, good shit. And then Lucas, fourth highest damage. And obviously me as the Alacrene, fifth highest damage. I shouldn't even be there, really. I wasn't really paying attention much to my rotation anyway. And obviously the rest are doing their whole tanking and all that Gucciness. But yeah, guys, great job. Really, that was fun. Is there any more questions you guys feel free to ask right now is the best time to ask.
Is there any way to better see the teleports on the floor? Because in the middle of the chaos, I was getting teleported like non-stop.
Okay, so if you go to options and then you go to graphics,
Yeah,
you see where it says effect LOD all the way at the bottom.
yeah.
If you get that ticked, you should be able to see it better. Also, character model limit, if you put it at least on medium, you can see way more. They might be a little bit harder to see initially. I also had trouble seeing it when I first started on this boss. But yeah, just zoom out, max camera range, zoom out fully. The next indicator is that when the edges of your screen turn golden. I don't know if you ever saw that effect, but when you see that effect, it means you're standing directly on top of it. And to that point, you can dodge left or right or whatever it is you got to do to avoid the ports. Because getting ported early on, it's fine. Later on, it sucks because you can be ported on the floor that is lit up. You get me? So if you stand on the floor that's lit up, you're going to have to like take all that damage, try to get back to the group, and then you might end up dying running back to your team. So that's pretty much one of the most crucial mechanics. Fantastic heals, by the way. Actually, like insane druid, to be honest with you. Fantastic tanking. Those guys are the MVPs for real. That was fantastic. But as you guys can see, like if you ever decide to play tank, you understand how a tank player moves. Now you understand the way the boss is handled. Previous years of Guild Wars 2, the way Veil Guardian was done is very different from how it's done now. Before, they would actually go to every green AoE, like they'd have like a group go to it. But here, you can just literally overheal it on arrow, and then you can literally just heal through the whole thing with overheals from subgroup 1 and subgroup 2. Remember that as warriors, spotter is very good to have. That's actually one of the reasons I put Druid up there as well. If you're playing Warrior, Spotter is huge. Quickness is huge. This gives you the ability to crit a lot with your Axe F1s. Fantastic jobs on the Condis, by the way. You guys did your best, and then we came over to help. Good movement. We all had great synergy. All right, you guys. Any more questions? Feel free.
Kami, have you been inspired by Mela Stream's trainings?
I have.
Yes, I understand you completely because I conduct my own trainings just because of that.
Yeah, dude, I've literally watched all his training videos except now he's doing a Wing 5 one. So I'm like literally like sitting down like reading everything he's doing. So a lot of the inspiration came from him and Mighty Teapot. Those are absolutely the crucial ones that I learned my rates from. And I figured I'd start with Veil Guardian because it is obviously the simple one that I think it will help returning players and new players. So I did want to add something for you guys. About the little portals on the ground. You can hear the sound. So you were saying you couldn't see it very well or something.
Yeah.
You can, obviously with the settings, but you can also hear it. It has like a brrr, like, the Deadeye 5 sound, but it's like a different sound kind of thing. But it's like electric sound, and it's like so clear that if you just press escape options, go to sound, and then put your effects volume on high, you can even hear it more clearly. So you would be able to see it, hear it. So this way, you're on top-notch performance, and this way it is very hard for you to get ported out. So
I gotta go. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later, guys.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys. Yep. Peace out. We did it. We did our first training run, you guys. What do you think, huh? Did we do a good job? You explain stuff well, guys. Let's go. That's good to hear. As long as I managed to explain things very well, I think like that was the important thing, is that I didn't miss out any piece of information. And to be honest with you, bro, they were fucking good. Like they weren't trash, Rosie Stone popping off, right? There's Valerie. Ooh, both of them are very close. Look, Lars Olsen and Valerie, very close in how much damage was dealt. Damage modifiers. Mechanics. Yeah, see, split TP, boss TP. See, it's fine that he got TP'd. Wait, boss TP is the thing where, yeah. So he got ported 11 times, but at least now, because he asked, I can't see it, how do I see it and stuff. And I actually couldn't see it when I first started too. But hearing the sound effect, upping your model limit, you can actually see it a lot better. Following the sound usually helps the most because it's like boom, it's like it's like boom right there. It's like very very clear. That was good. Check on the buffs. I wasn't prioritizing Alacrity like in my rotation because I wanted to make sure I'm looking at everyone, but I got 98% Alacrity uptime. Not on everyone though, because obviously we had to do splitting up and stuff. But when we're on stack, I try to pulse as much Alacrity so people get as much cooldown reduction as possible. And as you can see here, we also got a lot of quickness. Look at that quickness. These players are fantastic.